Can you make French baguettes on your first try? Yes. Did I make French baguettes on my first try? No. It was a failure. But you can watch and learn from this French baguette baking. Take one. Learn from my mistakes and don't make the same ones. This recipe calls for 700 grams of strong white bread flour, or 25 ounces. 19 ounces of cold water, 520 grams. 8 grams of salt, and 2 grams of instant active dry yeast. Add flour, yeast, salt to a bowl and mix together. The picture-in-picture that you're going to see is from the video that I was taking this recipe from. You'll see it in the description below. Now add the water and bring it all together to a sticky dough. I'm using a wooden spoon handle because that's what he was using, as you'll see here. One problem right off the bat is I did not have a scale to weigh the flour, and I didn't have exact measurements for the water either. So I think in this first thing is you need to have a scale if you're going to follow that type of a recipe, or you need to know what the dough mixture is going to feel like once it's all been mixed together. Neither of those I had. Cover the bowl and set the timer for 45 minutes. After the 45 minutes, take the dough out of the bowl and with wet hands, knock the dough back, giving it 5 or 6 turns. This will be done 4 times. Look how wet this looks. See, it's to me, I think there's not enough flour or there's too much water, one or the other. Because look at his dough. Look how easily his dough responds to his kneading. Once again, set the timer for 45 minutes and come back and we'll turn it 5 or 6 times. Look how his is taking form. His dough there is not losing its form. So it is a little moisture than it was before. But look at that. It keeps its form even after you pour it. Mine is just flowing out like a pancake. Way too much moisture. Once again, put it in the bowl. Let it set for 45 minutes. Scrape it out. Turn it 5 or 6 times and put it back in the bowl again. You're seeing me go to the sink because I'm washing my hands off because you really need to have wet hands to handle this wet of a dough. But like I say, it's too wet. Look at how his comes out. It holds its shape. Mine's not even holding any shape when it comes out. Once again, let it raise for another 45 minutes. And we'll take it out again. Give it 5 or 6 more turns. But here again, it's just too wet. Oh my God. After the final raise, we're going to turn the dough into a well-floured surface. Divide the dough into 4 equal pieces. Pre-shape them as shown. And cover them with a piece of oiled cloth or plastic wrap and let them relax for 15 minutes. Look how his comes out compared to mine here. See that? Mine's just flowing, right? Look at his. Nice and plump, holding its shape. I wonder if I could have even, I wonder if I still could have salvaged this at this stage. I don't know. I don't have a lot of baking experience with breads and stuff like that. My first couple of beer breads came out okay. Not perfect, but okay. But this one, I really believe you've really got to have the right consistency when you start. I'm laughing through this whole thing, actually, as a matter of fact. I had problems with the sound, so that's why I'm having to do a voiceover now. Because for some reason the camera and sound system did not work well. So, yeah, there's that. Look at, they're just still, they're not holding any shape, any form. Look at his. Nice and plump. Easy to handle. Yeah, he can pick it up with a couple fingers. He can pick it and move it. There's no way you can do that with mine. I'm having to move it with a spatula. Oh God. Like I say, I'm going to have in the description below, you're going to be able to see where I took this recipe from, where these picture-in-picture videos are coming from. Please visit his site and watch the full video. I think, try it out. Let me know if you're able to make baguettes successfully the first time, and what kind of experience you had before you tried making them. I'd really be interested to know. Okay, now we're covering them for 15 minutes. After that, we're going to pre-shape them into baguettes and place them into a well-floured baker's couche cloth as shown. Now, one of the things he did recommend is, instead of just going out and buying an expensive couche cloth, I went ahead and did what he recommended. I bought a 100% cotton pillowcase, washed it, dried it, and put flour on it. It only cost maybe $5. I'm pausing. I'm like, oh my God, what is this? This is not a baguette. Oh, jeez. We have bought more flour, and we do want to experiment with this. Maybe we can try and do some more experimenting this weekend. We'll see. The weather is really good this week, so we may end up going hiking and stuff. Well, we obviously are going to go hiking, but this takes a lot of time because you're pulling them out every 45 minutes. So you're talking 5-6 hours that you're spending making these. What is that supposed to be? A French baguette? It is not. Oh my God. All right, so we're gonna set them for a 20-minute timer here. After that, set the timer for another 12 minutes. Put hot boiling water in the broiler space there. I've got the rack on top of that, so I can set 2 on top of that and 2 on top of the wire rack on the shelves. Set the stove to 220 Fahrenheit, 220 Celsius or 420 Fahrenheit. Gas mark to 7 or 8. Place the baguettes on lightly greased baking trays. Spray with a little water and score the baguettes. The water helps the knife slide over the baguette and not get caught in the sticky dough. Look how nice his look. Look at that. It's not funny. Place the baguettes in the hot oven. Spray inside the oven with water. Let them bake for 16 to 20 minutes. After 8 minutes, go ahead and turn them around so that they bake on both sides. So I'm setting this for an extra 2 minutes. I saw that after 16 minutes, these were not done. They weren't. There's no brown crust or anything like that. Put them on a wire rack to cool after you remove them from the oven. Look at his compared to mine. Oh my God. So I wanted to try them out after cooling them down a little bit. You can see they're still flat. And now I'm looking at the inside, and they are still doughy. They're still wet on the inside. They're not even cooked all the way through. Look at how his look. So much nicer. So I actually did try it, but we ended up throwing these away. They were that bad. The one good thing that came out of this is that they didn't come out right, but Kustritzer Schwarzbier always comes out right the first time. Thanks, Kustritzer Schwarzbier. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one.